So this is my creative case. In the videos that you will see here soon and during testing, I do not have the top on, nor do I have these little pieces in here hot glued, but that's okay. I just wanted to show you this part. So this is on the adjustable setting with the 9-volt battery, which is like halfway dead or a little more probably. I think the most I read out of it was like 4 volts actually. But so that's why you don't get that much adjustability overall. But even with the 9-volt battery plugged in, I can still plug in the wall adapter and get a full 12 volts, presumably, you know what I'm saying? So, the components that I have wired up are the on-off switch, the adapter or the inlet for the wall adapter, the power adjuster, the LED letting you know that it's on, and an LED that I reused this LED instead of the red one that came with the pack just because I broke the red one. Anyway, I also have a 9-volt battery connected as a portable power source, but I'll be using the wall adapter to test. Alrighty, we currently have our wall adapter plugged in. Power is off, and it's set to 3.3 volts right now. I'm about to turn it on. For some reason, my 3.3 volts is the middle position of this power switch, or the switch down yonder that way. But anyway, just cut it on. Alrighty, power is on. As you see, we're reading 3.35 volts. Wonderful. Let's bump it up. Switch has been flipped. Currently we're reading 5.07 volts. Wonderful. And with the power turned all the way up, on the adjustable setting, we were showing 12 volts, which is freaking great, man. It's great. I'm glad this works. Fun experiment. One helpful tip or resource that I used to make this work was, especially with the cables being pretty thick gauge for this small of a board. This gauge, I don't know. I could probably tell you what gauge it is, but anyway, like there's probably 20 to 30 threads or probably around 20 threads of wire going through these. And for the smallest connections, specifically the LEDs, I think for the smallest ones, it's like three wires. You know, so I bent back literally like 17 wires and cut and trimmed them down. And it was kind of hard to trim them really short. So I did have a little problem with short circuits. I figured out it was only 2 areas, but I fixed them already. And I used hot glue to kind of help on several areas of hot glue, but I used hot glue to help keep those connections separate, especially like the LEDs, because electrical tape is a little too messy. It doesn't really stick the way. There's nothing pretty. Not that this is pretty, but I feel like it's prettier. And I haven't had any problems now that I've fixed everything and hot glued in certain areas such as this where the connections are really close. Bottom of my circuit board. Okay. The 30 amp soldering iron that we received with this is really not that efficient in my opinion. I know a bunch of people probably got it done and whatnot, blah blah blah, but I ended up using my soldering iron instead after using the 30 amp when in struggling, and this is 45 amps, and it made a big difference. It really did. It made a big difference in when you're heating up the surface or when you're soldering. As you see, like I've burnt this board up a little bit, but when you're soldering and using the 30 amp soldering iron, I found myself waiting a long time for the solder to melt, and that's just no good. It damages the board, and It makes ugly waste time, and really makes ugly solders too. But you know, you can clean them up some. Anyway, I'm glad this thing works.